This episode is brought to you by Pepsi. I remember going to an HBCU football game. It was one of the most memorable experiences of my life. Watching an HBCU's team and band bring so much excitement to the stadium, completely packed with fans. It is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. The best part about it is that Pepsi is a proud supporter of HBCU students on and off the field. Pepsi and HBCUs.
Dead bitches, blue faces. Yeah, bottles popping by the cases. I put them racks in the middle and pulling up in the spaceship.
Hey, now we on. We got music. We got music, Joe. This is champion music. This is the belt right here.
Like I'm at one of them white boy strip clubs.
It's like a wrestling coming.
Bambi is coming to the stage. Make sure to tip Bambi. Coming to the stage.
Shout out to Sparkle. Shout out to Sparkle. Cinnamon. Hey man.
No, but we got Fire and Pearl.
Hey, shout out the whole gang, man. Shout out the Kitchen Talk gang. You know what it is. This is Kitchen Talk. It is not a love show. It is not a cooking show, man. This is a big. This is not the big show, but this is a big show for us. And after tonight,
Yesterday's price
is not today's price.
Fucking right. What? Fucking right.
I wanted to hear that live.
And so what you gotta understand is that Maino, you're a hustler.
I'm a hustler. That's a fact.
You know, I got friends of mine that is in jail doing life, and they be telling me, they be like, damn, them dudes next to you ain't get to the bag. And I be like, yeah, because certain guys, say our brother, I don't know if we should say his name, my brother who did 26 years from Harlem. We go to the Knick game, we courtside, we turn around, second row, he there, icy, everything. He did 27.
Yeah.
So a guy who get to the bag, gonna get to the bag.
It doesn't matter.
Period.
You either broke or you not, or you got the mentality of you better hang on to something.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, you know, guys that get to the money, I don't give a fuck if they do 25 years, they come home and open a mechanic shop.
That's right.
2 of them, 3 of them, they gonna look like money.
Because who you are is who you are. The time just going. It's not gonna determine who you are on the inside. So you either got it or you don't. My brother did 21 years. Shout out to Cino Mike, man. He home, got businesses. Shout out to he opened the Chelsea House right here in the city. So that's definitely a hot spot in New York.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Of course he do.
You ain't come out here. You ain't do all that time. Come out here to be a broke nigga, right? Fuck that.
Fuck that.
Yeah, nah, I can't do it.
It's the mentality. It's who you are. It's whether you did time or not. Because you got some niggas that never did a day in jail and still have that mentality. They ain't gonna go get it. They looking for a handout. They looking for somebody to give it to them.
Yeah, that's terrible.
And I heard you talking about something like that recently.
I talk about that every day.
I heard you say something about you had 50 friends and you was just like, yo.
Oh, no, that's a fact in real life.
You had to check their temperature.
No, I had to do it myself because we got this thing called survivor's guilt, right? So you think like, and it's vice versa, even the hood, they'll champion you when you're doing something and they'll be like, yo, till they realize it's really real. And now they're like, damn, this guy might go away and never come back. So that's when you got that adversity.
Right.
For me, I literally was holding down 50 dudes. Like I was going to dinner every night, steak and lobster for 50 guys. 50 Cadillac trucks, 50 chains, 50 lawyers, 50, just like trying to keep it real shit. I went broke 3 times doing this shit. I'm talking about millions.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I caught 10 million and we was wilding.
Wow.
We was wilding until I went to the bank. And the man said, man, there must be something wrong, Mr. Joe. I said, what? He was like, it's no money in here. My asshole got this tight. I walked out of that bitch. I was like, this shit was a new day for me because you think you can't run.
That's right.
You think you can't run out of money. So we got and then you got all these guys where, the shit was like, it was Joseph Cartagena. So if you at the Ritz-Carlton, niggas like, yo, give me Cristal.
Yeah.
Room 3201, Joseph Cartagena. He got, but I'm thinking these my people, this my brother, I love you.
They tearing up them incidentals.
They tearing that shit up. You in the studio to build 5,000. They just running around with it. And then you realize, like, boom, then I said to myself, I said, you know what? We in Puerto Rico. we got like 20, 30 rooms at the Ritz-Carlton. You was there, right, Rich? We got 20, 30 rooms. We in private planes, and one day I just couldn't sleep. And sometimes I be feeling like, not sometimes, all the time, I feel like God be sending me messages and sending me lessons. So I couldn't sleep that night, and I could sleep through anything. Don't lower the mic. The mic is perfect, whoever's touching the mic. All right, so, and I said, yo, everybody just come meet. And then I told them all, like, yo, you know, I'm broke. I ain't got it. The dude's dead ass. First of all, I keep, you know, damn. You know, I'm the leader of my crew. Like, I'm the leader. Like, before I rap, I was just as crazy as any crazy nigga you could think of in your life. So they know that, too. Right? So it ain't like, some guys are soft, they get on, we really know you pussy, but we're gonna friendly extort you or hold you down. No, these guys know I'm 730 too. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So now I'm like, so boom, so I sit, so they crazy, but I'm crazy. So I sit down and I go, yo, check this out, we ain't got no money. So you got one or two of them broke my heart. I was like, what you mean? This is our money. This is your money. Like, what are you talking about, bro? You ain't rapping, doing no shows and no shit. So we went through all that. So out of 50 guys, we had 6 of them that said, yo, God, I'm with you no matter what.
No matter what.
But I was never broke.
Right.
I was just testing those guys.
Checking their temperature.
They temperature to see if they really down for me. And so that's something too. We can't do it all the time because unfortunately, we can't pick our family. Right. So you born into this family. That's your brother, that's your sister, that's your drunk uncle. That's why we deal with these people, right? But unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? You tell these guys, yo, we ain't got it. 46 of them, 45 of them is like, yo, man, it's fucked up. They be the same guys that went back to the hood like cancer. Yo, he ain't no good. He about himself, this, that.
Right.
Meanwhile, taking guys that would never leave the projects,
giving them opportunity,
putting them on on private planes, taking them essential pay shit, all type of fly shit that they would never experience. You wasn't guaranteed to experience it yourself.
Anyway.
You get what I'm saying? And so I try to help people that I believe would help me. And 9 out of 10, that's not necessarily true. We got some friends we love to death that we know if the other shoe was on their foot, they wouldn't be looking out for us like that. It's just their DNA, their character. So I try. And I can't say that with family because we got some fucked up family that we got to deal with even though they ain't shit. And we be like, yo, you know they ain't shit.
Of course. Let me ask you.
But don't be not shit to me. Like,
right.
But they not shit to themselves.
They just not. They just bad shit. People. Yeah. They character.
And
they
that's who they are.
They heart and soul. That's who they are.
That's just who they are.
But they're your family.
Right.
So when you talk about having to fall back from 44 dudes or whatever, because I'm sure like you have so long in this game, so I'm sure that has happened, right? Do you think that created a sense of resentment towards you later on?
Big time.
Fuck Joe and this and that?
All over the hood and all that. All over the hood, they started saying that shit. They shit, these bums. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm a money-making dude. Before I rap, I got money.
Right.
Big money. Like, not fake money, big shit. Like, you hear people tell their story, not like me. We own 47 cars at one time. Benzes, Beamers, this.
Before
I don't want to
rap.
rap before rap. Any nigga in the Bronx, anywhere, Harlem, they'll tell you that's how he was doing it out there. It is what it is. I got lucky. God saved my life. I started rapping, and that's it. Once I rap, it was like Robin Hood. I never went back to that.
Never went back.
But I grew up with a crew that we was all getting money. So I got Benz. He got a Benz. She got a Benz. Everybody eating, but everybody. Joe was one of the leaders, because at that time, my brother was really, King Kong. But I was second. But, we had brothers that we grew up with since kindergarten that were like, they thought they was just as important. So when I left the game, I left them everything. Like, I mean, everything. Like I took a pay cut. Like, people didn't know I was really fucked up. Like, I left the drug game, and they just know me from what they've been seeing me with jewels and popping bottles and all this shit. And I had a couple of I looked the part. I still had some gold chains, fly whips. Right. But I ain't had that bread no more because I left the game.
You didn't put another jacket on.
Yes, I left the game. I said, this is the only way out, because that's when they invented the RICO law and everybody started going to jail. My brothers that I used to be with every day are still in jail to this day. If you could think of how long you've been seeing Fat Joe rap, them dudes are still in jail, right? So I made the right choice, but I was struggling on the low. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't want to take nobody's money. But anyway, the moral to that story was I gave these guys money-making shit. Like, but it was just free money. They found a way to fuck that up, sell their cars, their jewelry. Ain't much. So, like I said, a bum is gonna be a bum. Leaders are gonna be leaders. You can leave them the shit. You can give it to them. Like, yo, this is set up, man. This is for y'all. And they found a way to fuck it up. And then those same guys started resenting me as, yo, this dude rapping now. Damn, he winning now.
It's always
we
your
caught
fault.
that. We also caught a bunch. Look, it's not my fault. God graced me, right?
But for them, it's your fault.
This is why
That they're
I
in the
really.
situation that
This
they
is why I really love God, right? Because God really blessed me. I'm not telling you some fantasy and shit. I know sometimes with Fat Joe be talking, it sound like this is too much, but my guys are still in jail, right? And to this day, 28 years later, right? And still got 20 more to go. So what I'm saying to you is God blessed me, and I changed my life and went totally legit. They go, yo, somebody stuck up the spot. Yo, what are you talking about? Yo, I need it. I don't have nothing to do with that.
No.
I rap. You know what I'm saying? And so God saved my life, letting me rap and change my life. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I know God loves me, and I believe in God so much, because I don't even know how to explain.
He had a plan for you.
He
did.
Yeah.
But for me, what's even more, and I don't hear enough people talking about it. I might call you at strange hours of the night just to remind you, just from a fan's perspective.
Oh, you one of them.
Like, I call you and be like,
you
yo,
wanted to keep it real ones.
to give you your flowers, because when you think about this game, you
fuck
think
with
about the average rapper being in this game, what, 4 or 5 years, maybe? Yeah. But when we think about a Fat Joe, we talking 30 years, bro.
Longevity.
But the problem is, this what I'm trying to tell you.
Like, how the fuck
this
did
was
you
my
do 30
only way
years?
out. This was my only way out.
I get that. You got in the game, but how
It's
did
like
you
a pit bull
remain in the
grabbing
game?
shit. Bro, this is my only way out. If I don't have a trade, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know how to hammer a nail. I don't know how to fix a car. I don't know how to bake a cake. This is what I do. This is all I know how to do this music and get whatever dollar got something to do with the shit that's legit. So I'm like, this is my way out. And what happened to me was, I don't know if he knows, but my idol's LL Cool J, right?
Right.
And I met LL for the first time. And so when I met him, I had Flojo out. It was my first single, Young. And I really looked up to him. And when I met him, he said, yo, could you come talk to my kids at a charity somewhere upstate? He was taking kids upstate, right? He'd been doing philanthropy. So I went out there, I talked to them. And then he invited me to his house. And in Long Island, we played basketball. Shit was a mansion. Wow. The shit, I'm still in the, the projects.
Right.
I'm in Throsneck. So Bronx dude, when they get money, you get the Throsneck. I don't know if you from Queens, you go by the Whitestone Theater. I don't know where. When we go to Throsneck, right? And so what happens is that's the fly shit, right? 24-hour spot. You won't get robbed. All that. So I'm there. I see this house is the first big mansion I ever got. I said, man. I said, how you get this? He said, that's simple. We do the same thing. Right? I said, what do you mean? He said, we both rap. He said, but I rap to the girls. You rap to the gangsters in the street. So when you got the girl fans, that's when you get the money. Around that time, that's when I had right after that, I had discovered Pun. And I forced Pun to do records like Buddy Crap, because he wanted to out rap. He wanted to cheat rap the shit.
He was a rapper.
Yeah,
he was a rapper.
One of the greatest.
That's a fact.
But I used to get in there and argue with him. In fact, there's a record where he go, I am the nicest. What do you want? Hardcore? You want to dance? You want the club? That was because I was beefing with him behind the scene, like telling him, yo, we need some records for these girls, man. You playing.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So LL threw the battery in my back and was like, yo, make those kind of records. So we did it with Pun, and then I kept doing it. That's how we got to the bag.
But how did you? I mean, because when you even speak about pun, right? That's a whole 4 different eras ago. How did I'm interested in how you was able to press the reset button on your career every time, and it was a
different time, Maino.
This is what I'm saying.
So what happened was at that time, you know, when I did the song, my favorite verse I ever kicked in my life was on The Enemy with Big L. Rest in peace. That was my little brother. You gotta understand, I was I was in the crew with Big L. I was in the crew with Big Pun. These dudes are like, they on the Mount Rushmore, right? And so when I did the record with Big L, he sat there and watched me. He said, I'm going to take all your fans. This is my little brother. So I had to write enough's enough. Federal try to set me up, put me in cup. I had to go, right? So at that time, it wasn't like, yo, Maino, send me the track.
Nah,
Joe, you got to be in people's face. If you do a song with Nas, he's there.
He's there.
Like, they there. Raekwon is there. They there. So it was no fronting. So on the off hours, Pun was teaching me everything. So everything. So I wasn't in the club like I could have been. I wasn't, they was coming up to me with 12 Jeeps. We popping, like we #1. And they pulling up in the Jeeps, 20 girls. We going to Orchard Beach, yo. And we the hottest shit rocking. And we like, nah, we gonna work. So he taught me how to write. He literally, like, if I went to the school of Pun, he taught me how to write. So unfortunately, when he passed away, everybody, I could understand, the guy was a million times better than me. Everybody thought, yo, Joe gonna fall off. They did not know this man taught me everything. How to make songs for girls. Like, I mean, literally, it'd be like, around the 8th bar, we should talk about the girl in the bag. We gonna get her. We should, like, this guy was like a professional.
Like a formula.
He was a fucking professional. Like, he was teaching me all this shit. So I knew it. So when he passed, everybody was pretty much turning their back on me. Like, they thought it was over. And a crazy moment, I haven't said this story publicly, but I'm gonna do it with you because I fuck with you and you my brother. But I wrote a book, but this is the big time in my life. So even though I was getting crazy money, my mother and father wouldn't move out the projects. They just wouldn't. No matter what, I would beg them and 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 beg. They would be sitting out there with my son. Fat Joe is platinum. They on the benches like this, playing numbers. The whole block is out there like Fat Joe Monster. There was nothing I could do to get these people out these projects. They just want to be there. So what's up with me? I got to come back. So I went one New Year's Eve. J-Lo was having a party. We had what we had outside? Limos or Bentleys? What the?
No, we had the Rolls Royces.
We had some Rolls Royces outside. Fucking tucked up, nigga. We rich already, right? But we in the projects. Happy New Year for my mother and father. Everybody hugging each other, popping the thing. So, but check it out. Pun had passed. So I took the stairs down. And so when I go down the stairs, shit was like a soap opera. I swear to God, man, God is so real. It was like a soap opera. You know how it's a soap opera? I think he's your son. And they walking through the door. Shit you can't make up, right? So nobody think Fat Joe is in the projects at 12 midnight, right? So when I walk out, I hear 4 of my friends, my closest friends I grew up with. We did everything you could think of. I would die for these guys. Like, you know, every time they was getting thrown out their crib, I would give them the 3-month security. Oh, he ain't shit. He ain't gonna do it. Your homeboy died. It's over for this. He gonna be right back here with us. About me.
They don't know you in the staircase.
The worst. They might as well think Michael Jackson's in the staircase, and they talking this
amongst
shit
each
about
other.
me. It hurt me so much, Maino, when I walked out. And shout out to my brother Jose Paiton. Paiton was the only one. He was like, yo, Joe a hustler, man. Y'all know he been getting to the back. He gonna do what he got to do. Y'all crazy. The other 3. When I walked out there, it wasn't no beef, but it was oh, you done fucked up now.
Right.
You done fucked up now. So when I seen him, I said, yo, y'all sleeping on me? Y'all fronting on me? This is how y'all talk about me when I'm not here? These the same niggas I'm paying their month security. They locked up. One of them get locked up, right?
Bail, lawyer.
The bums get locked up, bums.
Emphasis.
And his sister come get me. yo, Joe, such and such is in jail. You know he ain't got $2. His bail like $25,000. I'm waiting online 9 in the morning, a.m., 161 courthouse. You know it's a long line. They did this and this and that. I go up in there, they say $25,000 bail. I said, bring him out. He coming home. He coming home. I make the movie in there. You know, Joe Crack. Bring him out now, 25. Get him out. This guy is a bum, right?
Talking about what you're not
Same
gonna
guy
do.
talking shit about me on New Year's Eve.
Right.
So I'm like, you know what? They broke my heart, but they fueled me to prove them wrong and make hit records. And after that, that's when I stepped up and I had the We Thuggin' and I had the What's Love and that's when I went platinum, double platinum first time, and the money was different, everything was different. But that conversation right there fueled me. And I also have a dream every couple of months of an animated, like a cartoon project building with arms, and it's chasing me, trying to grab me and bring me back in the jacks.
The thought of going back is more scarier than anything.
Legendary. The building be chasing me. He got arms, he got white gloves, and he be like, yo, Joe, trying to catch me.
It sounds
and
like
I
you're
just
always finding your motivation though. Like you find you learning in every era, you finding somebody to learn from, and then you taking that and you're fueling what you know, your rap or whatever, you taking that and
now
you're putting it into
now it's all systems go. Now it's all we trying to do is get super rich, wealthy, longevity though. You know what I'm saying? Ownership, equity.
That's
and
right.
Show 'em, and the problem, the difference between me and you, that's the problem. See, me and you, we not supposed to be sitting here anyway.
That's right.
Because we the same type of guy. The problem with us, we want to show everybody how to win. We don't want to keep it to ourselves. A lot of motherfuckers was keeping this shit to themselves. A lot of OGs, a lot of guys that won, they felt, unfortunately, in the black and brown community, they feel like they got to be the dude.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
There can only be one.
Like that. So I
Sharing the
got my
information.
lane. I'm getting money. Right? I'm getting money. Why wouldn't I tell you how to have your own ownership?
Right.
And not be a worker. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what I'm about right now, showing everybody how to own their own shit, their own equity, put them onto their own shit. Because I'm cool with mine.
Because that's how we empower each other though, right? So that's how we pull each other up. And that's real
the problem.
Right there.
If you want to know why certain people got money in our community and a lot of people don't, it's because they wasn't putting people on to game. They wasn't showing them how to be a boss. They wasn't telling them little, yo, my man, you bugging. Like Fat Joe with 50 guys, Big Pun's going platinum, I'm going double platinum. We running this shit. Somebody should have came to me and be like, yo, you bugging out, you got 50 guys. You saw the story I told Homeboy 6ix9ine. Did you ever see that story I told 6ix9ine? Before he went to jail. Did you ever see that shit? We don't bring it up because we know who 6ix9ine is. I never even say his name.
Right.
But no, it's real talk. We don't got nothing to talk about. But before the guy caught the case, I sat him down, I had the podcast. And I said, bro, let me tell you a story. It's a fact. I'm in Miami now. Miami Joe is different from New York Joe.
Can I stop you right there, Joe?
Yes.
Because I want to share this with you. First time I went to Miami, 2004. Okay, October 2004. I flew on my first private jet. Right. I just came home March 2003. All right. Flew on my first private jet. It was still the Sauce Awards down there. Right. The clubs that was popping back then was OPM. Privé and shit like that, right? This is 2004 October, Sauce Awards. One thing that I noticed, everybody had TS chains. I could not, but I was like, whoa, it's all these TS chains out here. It's like Terror Squad was like in Miami.
Yeah, they still got them.
Right, so what I learned from that point on was, did Fat Joe discover Miami? And I don't mean that. Listen, no, y'all niggas don't understand. Because y'all don't understand.
He did, though.
You got to understand what I'm talking about. He don't even know that I know this, right? Khaled came from Fat Joe.
Yep.
Right? Khaled was a DJ. I met Khaled back then. I had a song, Rumors, and it was hot and everybody. So I was like, oh, shit, I'm getting into the world that I want to be in, right? Everybody in Miami had TS chains. It was a TS city. Do you feel like Pete? It was. Am I telling?
Right,
I
you
saw
right.
you pull up.
You right.
I saw you
Now
pull up back then in a
let's
Phantom.
be clear. Don't stop, but keep that same thought. But let's be clear. They kill people in Miami, and there's real guys, and we love them, and they love us, and I embrace them for letting me rock out like we was rocking out in Miami, because we was born and raised, but they let us rock like we was born and raised out there.
Right. I saw it. Yeah. I saw it. And you gotta understand, my eyes more keener. I'm just getting out the pen. I'm looking. I'm hungry. I'm in everything. I'm looking. I'm staying at Scott Storch's crib. I'm looking at all the cars. So this is the life that I want. And I see Fat Joe pull up in a Phantom. I don't remember if it was white or whatever it was. I saw you on Collins, and I was just inspired. I was like, damn, this is TS. Like, it's a TS fucking city. Now, what I wanted to always ask you was, when you went to Miami, did you feel like it was undiscovered? Because we already had like Trick Daddy and all that, and we had.
But I took Trick Daddy's demo to Atlantic Records to Craig Cameron, and I told him to put the man on. This is a fact. This ain't. I went out to Miami. It was popping. It was some Super Bowl shit. I'm in the Carol Mart. I pull up the cassette. He had the shit with the welfare, the food stamp shit.
Right.
You know, there.
Yeah.
They was there. No. I came back to Atlantic, no disrespect, young ladies. These guys was on my dick. Like, I mean, like on another level.
Right.
You know, putting your foot on their desk. Like I was doing double platinum.
Right.
So I said, yo, this guy right here, this nigga, he the hottest thing in Miami. You better, next day, Craig Cameron called me and said, hey, you know the guy, Trick Daddy? I said, yeah. He was like, we signed him. I was like, oh, okay. Pitbull. Now Pitbull's manager.
He had a TS chain back then. He had a TS chain back then. Pitbull had a TS chain back then.
Pitbull's manager, Robbie Robb, is a good friend of mine going back 30 years. When I was in trouble in New York, where I was about to, it was borderline if I was gonna go for a long time or not, and I had to lay low, he let me stay in his house. And so he took care of me for 6 months. So I'm forever in debt to him. He came back for the favor. We popping, me, pun everybody. He's like, yo, I got an artist, little Cuban dude. He says name Pitbull. I listened to it with him. He said, yo, I need you to get him signed. So I walked into TVT. The day was on we was on fire. They want to know who the next Latino. I said, this is the guy. So Pitbull gets on too. Now, I could have signed Rick Ross. You know what I'm saying? He was right here like, yo, what's up?
Because you was in the mix at this point. You were in the mix in Miami.
I don't want to disrespect the boss, because the boss on a whole different level now.
Right.
And I respect him too much, and he my brother. But the boss was trying to sign the Fat Joe too.
Because at this time, he was a hungry artist.
He was just put out his first song. Khaled broke that song. So Khaled's telling me, you got to sign this guy. This guy gonna go.
Right.
And so Ross, we met up, Dave's Cafe and all. He was like, yo, Crack, I'm ready, this, that. But we didn't do it at the time because I wasn't really fucking with artists, because I had went through that shit with Remy at the time, and that broke my heart. You know what I'm saying? Because we raised Remy. I don't want to talk. She tells me stop talking about it, my brother. But we went through our shit, and I was like, after I, raised this girl, so she 15. See, Remy, we could have possibly went to jail for Remy. Big Pun signed Remy when she was like 15 years. She was with grown ass niggas when she was 15. Nobody ever touched her, disrespected anyway. She's literally my sister, more like my brother. You know what I'm saying? So when me and her had a situation, that shit really killed me. So I fell back from signing. And that was the time where I could have signed, Pitbull, Rick Ross, this. I could have went crazy.
But you had signed Khaled. Khaled's first
I signed his first 6 albums.
Wow. First 6 albums.
It was under TS.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
A lot of people don't know that. That's what I'm saying. I want to give out little history lessons. A lot of these niggas is in here. A lot of these niggas over here, they don't know this.
It squeaks.
A lot of these niggas over here, they don't know this.
Like,
No, that was something that I always wanted to talk to you about, because that was something that I observed on my own.
So what happened was, damn, Maino. I like to keep it so transparent, so real with you. But we was I could give you a couple of instances. We was getting too hot in New York. Like too hot. First of all, the unity, when I came up digging in the the commercial answer for you with this is, when I came up digging in the crates, everybody was in everybody's unity, lobby boys.
Yeah,
we was doing that on the regular,
then,
and then everybody start getting money, so they like, yo, we Dipset. Yo, we Rockefeller.
Right.
Yo, we TS. Yo, we G Unit.
Yeah.
We did, and so everybody. That's what happened in New York. Problem with New York is that New York is very cocky when they get some shit.
Yes.
And so everybody started getting cocky, and that broke up the unity. So that's one of the main reasons for me going to Miami. The other reason was we was hot out here, Maino. So like when you came home, you don't remember when you came home. When you came home, I seen you at a party in Manhattan. I had the chinchilla on. So I've been hearing rumors, this dude Maino coming home, he's super real, this and that. So I got to see what type of time you on. And when I seen you and you came humble and you was like, yo, Crack, what's up, Dawn? Yo, nothing but love, this and that. At that point, I knew I fuck with this guy. I like him. He a good dude. He might be stupid real, but he pay respect. We good, right? So at that time, anybody like Maino that came home from jail was coming to me. They was like, yo, what's up, Don? Reporting for duty. Just did 24 years in jail.
Niggas ready.
Niggas ready. I reported for duty.
Niggas ready to show.
Yo, listen.
Point me in the direction.
Nah, you're not listening. They coming home. What's up, Don? Salute you, General. Like it's just every murderer, notorious. It's real talk. Every notorious murderer that came home was reporting for duty. Like, Crack, what's up? Yo, this. So one time we had a reggaeton festival in Madison Square Garden. They got me to do it, and I remember I sat down, and we did. They all our brothers. They was our brothers before we went to jail. Right, but we changed our life. Like, I'm trying to be legit and platinum. I'm running companies. And one day I just sit down and I look around and everybody's a killer. And I said to myself, that was another one of those moments like in Puerto Rico. I said, if somebody throws a hot dog at me in this stadium, these people are gonna kill everybody. And I'm going to jail. And so that's one of the primary reasons for me moving to Miami. Another thing was we was doing too much. You know what I'm saying? We was out here. I had no beef. Nobody wanted beef. I had no beef, but I realized that we was just doing too much. And so we was moving like, I can't even break that down. We was moving in a militant way, even though we totally legit and we rapping.
Right, of course.
Guess what I'm saying?
You're gonna move
we set up
the way you're accustomed to moving. Yeah,
we set up like this. And so I knew sooner or later we was gonna have to do something. They was gonna do something to me. Cause you know, the people, jealousy is, woof. And everybody could be jealous at some point of their life or whatever the case may be. But jealousy, you know what I'm saying?
Jealousy turns into envy.
Yeah, envy, and that, and somebody do something to you. You seen that? All the pretty boys in the hood. Why they the one with the scars, right? Why the ugly dudes always want to be the one cutting
You like
somebody?
that one? Look.
I'm telling you the truth.
I'm an ugly nigga.
I'm telling you the truth. They be jealous, and then people be jealous of each other like this and this and that. And so we was winning so much
that you
that
felt
it was like I felt like sooner or later, just one mad dude want to prove. You know, without detail, we've been tested.
Of course.
No, tested. Like it wasn't like we was tested all this time. Like, so you hear Fat Joe's the truth, he's this, that. So there's crazy guys out there with crazy reputations that every other year they wanted to test the rocket launcher to see if it go off.
Right.
And we had to, this what? Yeah. We ain't that old. We still lay it down. You know what I'm saying?
Everything get addressed.
Everything get addressed.
I can't even tell you. Like, I'm talking about guys that are the biggest guys in the world, the biggest El Chapos of the street, thought they could test us.
Let's just say the military had to suit up.
No, I mean, we give it to them on the spot. Like, there's nowhere to go. Like, immediately. It's immediate response.
Fucking right.
You know, we be in the right in the bathroom.
Fucking right.
I tell this dude one time, I can't tell you the whole story, but one time, I literally, this is no bullshit. I can't tell you the whole story. I gotta tell you PG-13 and you use your imagination.
Okay.
I'm in the club. We got 100 guys. A good 80 of them I can't even control. These guys are animals. We had so many animals with us that day. It was like the guys that never leave the project came, right? So I'm like this, so we up in there 100 deep. I walk in the bathroom 1 deep. Always know you by yourself. Even if you with 100 guys, you with 80 guys, if you turn that one corner, you're by yourself. Be clear. And you gotta act the same way you act with them 80 guys when you by yourself. Otherwise, it's not official, right? So I go in the bathroom. Could I tell this story, Rich? But not in detail. So I go in the bathroom, it's in the club, it's so crazy, right? It's a whole glass, right? So this dude's in there pissing, Spanish dude. Cock Diesel. He in there like, you know what I'm saying? He can't move his arms, right?
Can't wipe his
And
ass.
so it's cool. He came home from jail today.
Yeah, today.
You know when they got that look?
there tonight.
You know when the guy walking through the hood, you know he just came home? You know what I'm saying? He can't wait to get himself a pit bull and scare people. This guy, right? So he in there, he pissing, right? And he tells me, oh my God, I've been looking for you. I said, no, it's okay. He said, so far everything's great, right? I'm like, yeah, I'm taking the piss. I'm like, really? He was like, I did 10 years. 10 years upstate. I said, now listen, yo, Maino, you know where this is going? Yo, this guy, I do 10 years, and you know, I know how to be sarcastic and shit. I dealt with all type of animals, right? So I'm saying, I actually have never been extorted in my life. So at this point, I'm starting to like the feeling. I'm loving it.
Like, let's play.
Fuck you, finally.
Where this is going?
I am human. Finally, there's a man who wants to. Right, so I go like this. So he's super deep. I done read the magazines. I done asked around. I don't think you a real nigga like that, right? So I'm like this. It's only me and him in the bathroom, right? I'm like, word, bro? He's like, yeah, word. We could do this 2 ways. I could be your friend. Or I did 10 years. Somebody got to pay. Right? So I'm like, boom, I'm in there. I was like, oh, word. He was like, yeah, so you got to figure this out because I've been looking for you. Right? So, okay. As he's talking to me, when you take a shit, the toilet opens. One of my main guys, Serge, say it, Serge, one of my main TS guys, he was crying. He could not believe this guy was talking to me like that. He was like, the door was opening in slow motion. The door was opening in slow motion. He was like, he could not believe it. Like, oh my God, he's holding on to the. He's deranged. This is a special guy. This ain't no. He gonna go with me, right? Yeah. Long story short, this guy drank piss water, got his ass whooped. So legendary. We never seen this guy again.
Pretty much.
He got his ass dragged, and he could have really been bad outside. But we was doing shit like this on a regular basis.
Made your point.
And I knew at some point, you know, it wasn't gonna end up my way.
You had an answer for that, and more likely by the.
So we went to Miami, and so when I told him I went to Miami, 50 Terror Squad guys moved down to Miami.
I've seen this shit.
Nah, real talk.
Like, y'all don't
And so it was
understand, I've seen
like,
this. First time
so it
in
was
Miami.
like everybody in their so it wasn't like, you know, when you go somewhere you get homesick.
Right.
I couldn't get homesick because the whole team moved out there with their families, with their wives, with their, you know, when I moved down there, the whole team moved down there.
That's what I saw. A bunch of Terror Squad chains. That's what I saw. Pitbull, Terror Squad,
Everybody.
Khaled, Terror Squad, random dudes in the club that I didn't know. Terror Squad.
I'm gonna tell you something, right? I'm in Turks and Caicos, right? During the COVID, and one of my best friends, Terrellish on Instagram. He's my stylist, but he's really my brother. And I'm in the pool with him. It's so beautiful, sky blue water. We right on the beach. And I start getting to talking some war stories, and I tell him, yo, I grew up with animals. These guys was crazy. And he said, you want to know what, Joe? He said, they wasn't that bad. I said, why? He said, because they could have left you dead in the lobby.
You right on time with that.
She from the Bronx, period.
Fucking right.
No.
Fucking right. It wasn't that
I
bad.
thought I grew up with animals.
It wasn't
till
that
he
bad.
said, yo, and if you start to thinking,
That's a fact. They could have left
so
you in the
many
lobby.
dudes done left dudes in the lobby.
How many people didn't
They
get
love
past
you.
the
Over
lobby?
smaller things.
Smaller. Unbelievable. Wow.
Man, yo, Maino, this shit gonna be #1 ratings, man.
This is it. Yesterday's price.
Yesterday's price, not today's price.
For real,
This
it's
is
garbage.
over. This is out of
This is
here.
over.
No, this
They
is
don't hear
humbling,
stuff
though.
like this. They
Hearing
don't-
you talk is honestly humbling. Just everything, the ups and downs and everything you're talking about is just really like, I'm just sitting with all of it. Not that I've gone through that life at all, but like I'm just like, yo, this is why you move in such gratitude. Like it's your light, you know what I mean? And that's why the 50 guys will go with you no matter where you go.
Oh, yeah,
that's why you
that's-
do so much for your community.
Yeah,
that's why.
well, the community aspect is another thing. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? We don't never forget where we come from.
Right.
And so when I see a mother crossing the street with a little boy, I don't see a dirty kid or a kid. This. I see a Obama. I see a Fat Joe. I see a Jay-Z. I see, you know, we was those kids
That's right.
eating free cheese.
That's
we
right.
was those kids.
That's right.
I went to
King
so many
Vitamin.
schools. King Vitamin.
Vitamin.
Yo, I went to so many schools for free lunch. We had the free
right.
lunch bunch.
I worked free lunch.
Yo, we used to be like, free lunch, doom, 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 the free lunch. I'm doing an interview, Poppy.
Very busy, very, very busy.
Yo, so look, yeah, you know, if not 36,000 times, he'll keep calling back. But we used to have the free lunch bunch. So now this people gave me so much. They gave me so much inspiration.
Right.
They did everything for me. Why wouldn't I come back at a time of need and let them know Joey? They know Joey out there fighting for us. And then and don't let Fat Joey get that real money, that wealth. Because the schools in the Bronx will be looking like 90210. You got that. That's a fact,
But
Jack.
that's why God got you.
Yeah, that's
But
a
you are
fact.
doing something in the schools though right now.
Yeah, we do everything. We got one of the store I opened up. We opened up a computer program. We always get computer. We do a lot. I'm telling you that if I get that type of money,
Right.
there will be schools in the South Bronx looking like 90210. I mean, with swim teams and shit. Hey, you know, shit.
Grassy.
Yeah.
You also was recently doing something for the families that was in that fire though, right?
Yeah, man.
In the Bronx.
Yo, Maino, we don't put ourselves in some you know, we rappers, man.
Right.
We try to hustle ourselves. We try to keep the lights
that's
on.
right.
And then, you know, something happened and they just turn around and be like, you, like, you know, like your man, Soldier Boy, you. And, you know, they all calling me A Boogie, everybody like, yo, we following you, God, what you doing? So now I got to figure this out, you know? And so we got together, we got on the phone. A lot of people gave a lot of money. I got to shout out, he don't like it, and they get mad at me, but Jay-Z gave a lot of money.
Shout out to Hov.
Jack Dorsey, the dude who owns Twitter, gave a lot of money. A bunch of our friends gave a lot of money. Like they would just, you know, there's nothing to talk about. There's 17 families that passed away. A lot of them are homeless now. A lot of them are immigrants from Africa. They don't even trust the system.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So you scared somebody might deport you, but you need help. Think about that. You scared
right.
somebody might deport you, but you need help.
But you need help.
So this is the guy we've been running away from all the time. Now we got to go to him to get
For
some
help.
blankets and get some furniture and some this and that. So it's a real delicate situation, but we came together, man. All of us, man. I mean, all of us came together. Regular people too gave and everything. And then, you know, because these guys got long-term issues. This ain't just right now. You know, people give them a little Band-Aid.
Right. But
And
yeah.
what happens 3 months from now?
It's
What happens
still-
6 months from now when they
Still
when they
stuck.
ain't got no rent money, they ain't got no
right.
furniture, they ain't got no nothing. So this is a big thing. You know, it's a big issue.
But you always been stepping to the plate when it came to that. Like when the hurricane in Puerto Rico you always been on that timing though. Like,
well, we've been doing this for years and years and years and years and years, not taking credit. Back when Haiti, Santo Domingo, they caught the hurricane back in the day. We raised hundreds of thousands for them. We just, man, listen, man, I'm so blessed, man. You know what I'm saying? I come from 4 chicken wing and French fries.
fucking right.
I come from
Fried
no
rice.
AC. I come from sleeping on the floor. You can't tell me shit about this broke shit. And so I got to remember my people, man. These people lift me up. And that's what it is. That's why, you know, stuff like when I be like, I don't make no sense. Like how I'm here on earth. It just don't make sense. I was really a bad guy. I come shooting at these guys. You know, they got every right to kill me. The next day they jump out 10 deep at vans with the longest guns in the world, and somehow I convinced them not to kill me. Yo, you shouldn't do that. We all Puerto Rican. Yo, I'm really a nice guy. You shouldn't.
Let's talk about this guy.
Yeah, that's God. You know what I'm saying? So every chance we got to show that we got to do God's work. You know what I'm saying? That we're not perfect. Some people look at us, they say, oh, they gangsters, they curse, they this, they that. But you know, the preachers, they preach to the converted. You know, selling some shit to somebody that's already buying.
believing. That's right.
It's not as hard as selling some shit to somebody who need to hear some shit to change their life.
That's real shit.
real.
Nah, that's real.
Let me ask you though, like, do you feel like as accomplished as you are in the game, and for me, you stand alone as far as the amount of time that you've been in the game. Like you've been in the game, I would say longer than Hov, and not just in the game, and at a place where it's like these kids know exactly who Fat Joe is. We hear Fat Joe music now, not old music, right? So. Do you feel like you get the credit that you deserve?
Yeah, I never get the credit that I deserve. You don't get the credit you deserve.
Of course not.
But that's the shit that keeps us going. And you know, when I do music for like the past 10 years, I wasn't even doing music for people that's living. I'm doing for 20 years, 30 years from now for the kids that got no opinion. They got no bias, they got no crew, ain't got no team. When they start studying hip-hop in 20, 30 years from now, they do the math, they're gonna be like, yo, this is one nasty motherfucker out here. He was putting in that work. That's what it's about for me now. It ain't really even about this time. Y'all already know I put in the work. You might think I'm crazy. My wife think I'm crazy. But I'm not crazy, I'm confident. And I know what I do. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm on Versus and we going at it, and somebody they might have waited so bad for Fat Joe to take an L in their life, but they say, but I'm looking at the crowd like, are you serious? Like this this record was number 5 last week in America. Like, oh, you serious? This record is 4 times. Like, you can't lie to me. You could try, you could boo at me. 1,000 niggas throw shit at me. You can't lie to me. I know the numbers. All these shits is 4-time platinum, 3-time platinum, 5-time platinum. You say what you want. You want your preference, you get your preference. But you can't lie to me. And you can't look at me like it ain't $1 million on the wrist. You can't look at me like none of that. So I'm looking at you like you're a liar. If you're looking at me with the hate, I'm just, these people lying. And so you could say, yo, he's crazy. He's too confident or this. But when you let these people tell you what you not, that's when they got you. And so you could say you crazy. Like I'm a rap. Even your man right here came on, he probably was like, yo, you bugging out, man. No, man. You rapping. You think you're gonna do it in that? You know how many guys? You know how many guys I stopped in the street and told them, yo, I was gonna rap. I went to the Apollo Theater and won 4 weeks in a row in Harlem. Let me tell you something. You know what? Yo, I was going to Kingpins, bro. Like, yo, I'm rapping. Oh, you making too much money? You think you're gonna rap? Get out of here. They was laughing at me. They all showed up. It might have been the realest amateur night crowd you ever seen in your life. Some of them dudes are still in the run. No, I'm telling you, some of them are still on the run. Like, it was like crazy. But they showed out for me, but they thought I was crazy. And so when you believe in something and you believe in your dream and you know what you got, You can't never let nobody tell you what you're not, and it's you got to know your worth.
Yep.
Right.
I guess that's what women say, right? Women say you got to know your worth.
And it's funny that you said that, because I felt the same exact way. So it's like when I never rapped until I went to prison. I never had no dreams, no aspirations of being a rapper. I was in the street. I never thought about rapping. So when I started rapping,
I'll leave it here.
When I started rapping, I would call home. I would call my brother Cena. I would call my brother Mouse, and I would never tell him that I was rapping, because I knew that.
I knew the whole time you was a hustler.
Right.
And you was just trying to figure out how to get the bag.
I didn't want to tell them, though.
That's who I am.
Fuck, yeah,
that's who Master P is.
Right.
That's who Jay-Z is. But Jay-Z was a rapping motherfucker. So he was born with that talent. But there's certain guys that they just hustlers, and they're going to get to the bag. And you said, okay, I could be shooting at these guys in the street, or I could be doing this shit right here, and I think I'm going to be doing it. And then unfortunately, you don't have to answer it, but unfortunately to you, when you got in the game, you realize, oh, these guys really soft, like, right? Like you was like, oh my God, it's sweet over here. I ain't gonna lie, yo man, did you at one point of your life, not mentioning nobody, you was like, oh, these dudes is soft.
I was like, they want the real thing. Well, I'm gonna show them the real thing. Like this,
They're like too real.
Too real. It was like, time out.
You had some rappers let you down. Say the truth, man.
Of course.
But I feel like that's all the industry
Of course.
is taking.
And I had a couple people surprise me though. I thought because of their public images that they was like really positive niggas, and then I met them and I was like, nah, these niggas is with it.
Oh yeah, Denzel Washington. I don't want to tell you in detail, but I got one night to hang out with Denzel. He was talking so much shit. I was like, Mr. Washington, it turned it into, yo, my nigga, what the fuck is up?
Like, is he in character right now?
We up in it now. He was talking some shit.
Right.
And I was just like, I couldn't believe he was telling me he's from Eden Wall Projects. He used to be in Spanish, whole bunch of shit. And I was just like, it was me and Dre from Cooler Dre. To this day, Dre be looking like, yo, that was Denzel talking that shit?
You never know.
But you never know. Exactly. And that's the same way in life. There's guys that look crazy tough, and there's guys that don't bother nobody.
That's right.
But when something pop off, they jump out the window.
That's right.
You know, they're not gonna let nobody play them. I said one time ago, I'll tell you a story. So I was in LA right during the East Coast, West Coast beef, and I had beef in LA.
Whoa.
I had met Big Beef. So Fat Joe's the only guy, and I don't want to. Let's leave that alone. So, so I meet Mac 10, and he tells me, "Yo, I fuck with you. Come shoot a movie with me in L.A." Right? You go to L.A., you think you're in Beverly Hills. Every day we shooting in some gang neighborhood, some shit. But I'm with them, and they real dudes, and they held me down legendary, and so I go out there. And I forgot why I was telling you that story. Why? What you were saying before that?
I was basically saying that we were talking about everybody's not who they portray to be. Some people is with it. You think that they not. Denzel was on some timing.
Yeah, so I get out there. I think I'm gonna tell you the right story. So I go out there.
Just tell us a story. We fuck with it.
Super beef. The minute I get to LA, they're like, yo, you know, if you bump into these guys, they're gonna kill you. Like that's the hello, Joe. Congratulations. You know, you bump into those guys, they're gonna kill you. So imagine you a guy from New York. You think you never going to LA. You want all the smoke. Then you in LA. Congratulations. So I gotta prove to these guys I'm real. I'm whatever. So we go, one night we get into, we shooting the movie. We get into something, they say, so they go, it's a concert, man. You know why I can't even tell you that story? I'll tell you the abbreviation. So they like, yo, Joe, I'm like, yo, I want to go to the concert. It's LL Cool J performing. He's my idol, right? And it's out there in Cali. They be like, yo, you know that's the hood of them dudes that you got to smoke with. All right, man, let's just go. They all like this. But I got a good 10, like TS with me, superior. You could do we got that magic on us.
Spartans.
No, we got with the magic. Like we all got that magic with us, right? So we go over there. Long story short, we go up in there. we go over there. For some reason, LL Cool J never comes. It's a concert, so you gotta walk in. You gotta walk. No, this is real talk. You gotta walk in. It's like a football field, so you gotta walk through the crowd onto the field. The shit is in the middle to get through there. There is no VIP. You gotta walk through the crowd no matter what. It's cool. So boom, we about to leave. They're like, yo, LL ain't coming, Joe. False advertisement, whatever. This is a stadium of people.
That's crazy.
So Mac 10 is walking, and he tell me, yo, stay behind me. Stay behind me, right? So I said, all right, let's stay behind you. So we walking. Shout out to my brother Wavy out there. So we over there, right? So we spend the whole 2 months with these guys. We build a bond, like a real bond, right? And that's why I'm Inglewood family to the death. You know what I'm saying? So I go, so I'm with him. We walking. And all of a sudden, some dudes start going, yo, partner, yo, partner, yo, partner, let me holler at you, partner. Let me holler at you, partner. Let me holler at you, partner. So they keep telling me, yo, keep moving, Joe, keep moving. We in the middle of the whole stadium, the crowd, right? They like, keep moving, Joe. And they say, yo, partner, let me holler at you. Yo, partner. Now I'm starting to feel like a sucker or something because I keep walking and he keeps screaming. So as I stop, you start looking down the aisles, they start coming down from every aisle. Like, you know, as far as the eyes can see, 50 guys, 50 guys, 50 guys, 50. And then the main guy that I had the drama with came down too. And, you know, we got into it for real, right? And so I stopped. I said, my man, who the fuck you think you hollering at? We good anywhere. So we in the middle of the whole shit. We in the middle. I can't explain it in detail, but they knew this guy's crazy. Like, cause I got kids. I got to get back to New York, or if it happens to me, I got to go out. So legendary out there.
That they gonna write about this.
Yeah. They would have been talking about it now.
For real.
They would have been having Fat Joe T-shirts on, like, yo. He went like, I got to make this movie out here. Thank God it didn't go down. My man Wavy, this with Mac 10. All the Mac 10 guys that came up and they started talking some shit. You know, I never been in a gang in my life. I'm not shooting nobody down, but they was talking some shit. You know, on 36, this, like they was going so crazy. Like, so they like, our brother, this shit was too much gang. I don't know what the fuck they talking about. But I'm just like
we good or no?
No, we good. But let me tell you something. That's the whole point, right? So when you go somewhere with somebody and you think you good, you really got to be good.
You got to be good with
yourself.
yourself.
If them guys with yourself, but also you got to know if you with me, yo, they got to kill me before they touch Maino in forest projects in the Bronx. Anywhere in the Bronx, they got to kill me before they touch you. So if I'm in his hood and they want to act stupid, Maino gotta act up. It's just the way it is. I'm here with you, bro. I don't know nothing about this block. Right. You understand what I'm saying? They talking all that shit. You got the. So I can honestly say, when it did go down, they stood up. They was talking a whole lot of shit I ain't know, but they was no. They was like, he with us. Right. So it's whatever out here. Whatever y'all want to do, we can do right now. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I always respected them for life. But that's the thing, you know, don't act like you got the power. Don't act like you can hold somebody down and then they come down and hang out with you and they learn something else.
It's a lot of frauding going on. A lot of frauding. I feel like right now we in an era of more frauding than ever, right? We living in a time right now where it's like almost fashionable to be a nigga that tries to down talk rappers on platforms and shit like that. Like it's becoming like a thing.
Yo, this guy is like, he's a psychic. This guy
is becoming a thing.
Oh my
with these
God.
Like you want to speak down on rappers. You want to try to shoot hoes.
All right,
and
now,
what you think is
if I shoot you, I'm brainless. If you shoot me, you famous. Right. Now, we're not really scared about them shooting us, because most of the time, not most of the time, all of the time, these niggas talking shit is pussy.
That's 100%.
100,000,000% pussy. Never done nothing in their life. And I'm telling y'all, I could give back to the community. I could look out for everybody. I could talk as much peace
And I
want.
could break your
And if
fucking neck.
I will dance on you in front of everybody. I'm just, please, subliminally or whatever, take that message, because I'm really trying to be a peaceful guy. I want to end my life. I want to end my career as a peaceful guy, somebody who made change for the community.
Right.
But I do let you know, I see you guys fronting on all these other rappers on them YouTubes and all that. When you start with me, I'm not one of them. I'm not, because everybody, Hov is too big,
Right.
Nas is too big. Everybody play that they too, which true. You don't have no reason to lose. With me, there's a slight chance you get danced on at the Popeyes at the Kennedy's Fried Chicken. I'm letting y'all know. It's with everything positive.
But that's the
everything
thing.
I'm looking for,
But
peace in the Middle East. I'm telling you, this is a not cool. And I'm not gonna lie, 100% of the time, anybody who talked about me like that, they get danced on. So be very careful, guys. You could troll me, do whatever you want. I'm not bothering nobody.
But that's the trick, though, right? The trick is nowadays to talk the shit and not be available, right? So you speaking from a place where you're not gonna be seen. So that is the
stay
trick.
in that house,
right?
hard.
But what's the chances of really running into niggas?
No, you will though. But you know why? Because I got a lot of people, and so what happens is, oh, that's that guy that be talking about Joe. It's no bueno. So I beg you, my brothers. Right? I don't know what you talking about. Maybe you talking about the same thing. I don't know, but I beg you, with all my heart, my brother.
I'm just speaking in general.
I'm trying
because
to be positive.
No, definitely.
No, I'm trying to be positive.
No,
There's a difference.
general.
There's a difference.
It's
Look,
general.
Fat Joe's a fool. Fat Joe should not be opening business, giving people jobs, looking out for the community, talking about peace, getting locked up on ABC News for beating somebody up or something like that.
Right.
You're an asshole if you do that.
Right.
But I am telling you that if you playing the game, we the ones you lose to.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. It's unfortunate we the ones you lose to. You could be going anywhere. You could be in the library. You could be anywhere. That's just your luck.
But I think that's the game that's being played. It's being played specifically so that you don't run into traffic to crash nobody up. That's the game. It's comfort in knowing that you can just run your fucking mouth and never have to be accountable for it because you don't put yourself
such a problem, though,
in these
Maino.
places.
The problem
it is a problem.
The problem is, I'm trying to tell you, I tell you, God saved my life, this is that, for some reason, he puts them somewhere they're not supposed to be. At some point, they're in the library. At some point, they're in the super bar, supermarket. You can't make the shit up. Somehow I'm walking out of the bathroom and I'm like, ay, papito.
Papito.
You're the guy that's
And the energy's not there. The energy's not there. I was just playing.
Madison Square Garden.
Right.
You're the guy. Get him! it's nothing I could do about it. Like, you gotta answer to, and it's crazy.
That's right.
It's always consequences.
Yeah, you gotta, yes. And so this is what Maino's alluding to is like, you think that's fly. You think, anyway, personally, any guy my age or anywhere near my age, talking about people and criticizing people and all that.
Or even
man,
speaking
get a
about
fucking
things,
job.
right, or even speaking about things that you even don't know or not true. Like it's too much men talking about men. It's too much men in other men business that don't even concern you. That's not even man behavior, bro. And all you niggas not getting no money because the views that you niggas getting is you're not monetizing.
No bitches. I was about to say all pussy. I was about to say it just like that. All pussy. There's no way. There's no way you're concerned.
Too much time on your hands.
No, I just don't understand. When I look at it, I say to myself, I say, yo, what is this grown ass man that look like he got grandkids?
Right.
Is talking about rappers and shit like this, and that's your job to like, yo, bro, man, you got playing time. Yourself a lot of time. But I'm telling y'all once again, over here you get danced on. No, I seen these guys trolling and dissing certain living legends.
It's a lot
LL Cool J is not going to Farmers Boulevard to argue with you. He already done transitioned to Hollywood. He don't really care about what you're saying. I'm saying that me personally, please, I beg of you, I'm telling you now, y'all know who y'all are. Please don't do it, because 100 out of 100 times you get danced on. Bad. And so just leave it alone. Like, I'm telling you, that's what I do. When I see guys talk about me like that, I say, oh my God, he's going to get danced on. What does he want?
For them?
It's all bad. It's all bad.
Yes, because I'm like, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? I'm going to see him. These crazy guys are going to be like, oh no.
We cannot give you a pass.
Everybody's not playing.
The pass is jurisdiction. You can't give a pass at that point.
Everybody's not playing.
It's the disrespect. Right. Nobody's playing. That's the only people playing is you. Y'all the only niggas playing. Y'all the only niggas playing. Nobody playing.
Play with your life if you want.
Not your life, but play with somebody else, please. Don't play with me. I'm telling y'all, because I'm not that sophisticated. I'm not
that evolved.
I understand.
I'm not that evolved.
I'm not that evolved. I'm not at the level of where you will not get danced on. Like you're gonna get danced on.
100%, man.
I could. It's a million stories. Like, there's just no way around it. I can tell you every time. Why do you want to be the next contestant? Like, you know what happens here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it.
I feel like you have so many of these gangster stories, though. I feel like we can go all.
No, we ain't even tell. I'm just being
honest. These not gangster stories. These are just
real nigga shit. But
what it is.
It's like, yo,
getting
bro.
Getting on is real.
Now I'm trying to tell them professionally. Don't do it.
No, it's just a nasty time that we living in, though, Joey. I think that's been popularized. Like, it's becoming a thing to do that, to be on these platforms and just be making up stories, just talking crazy,
about other people. It's
about
weird.
Other people. It's becoming a thing, right? So we never gonna like be going back and forth and none of that type of shit. But niggas see.
It's the clout chasing.
Niggas see.
It goes like
it's
this.
Past clout
Let
chasing.
me tell you something.
It's past that.
Y'all just don't even understand, yo. I swear to God, you just don't understand. It's gonna be one sunny day on 23rd Street and 7th Avenue where we're driving in the truck, minding our business, going to buy some sneakers, and here you come out of a mailroom internship or whatever, and voila, buddy.
There he go, right there.
There he goes.
Coma.
Yo, come
Coma.
on.
Like you seen a ghost.
It's
fucking
like,
coma.
and that's the and I can't lie to you. That's the I need help with that, because at that point I can't stop.
Right, but that's just man.
They got to feel. They got to feel it.
I can't.
If you talk about certain people, you got to feel it. You got to know. You got to get the embracement of it.
I think they mix up the fine line between what real media is and having an opinion and an objective opinion. You can't make shit up. You can't have opinions about shit that don't have nothing to do with something being artistic or even worth your, like, it's just like some of this shit is just far behind.
I just don't know how.
All that for clicks.
Yeah, I don't know how people go for it though. I don't know how people go for it.
Because they're not living in reality. These are the same people.
Not just
them.
I'm just saying normal people. Like, oh shit, Fat Joe's gay. Seen with whatever the Simmons. What's the guy who used to teach the Richard Simmons. Fat Joe seen with Richard Simmons in tights. Like
what?
Come on, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's like they click that shit. Like, oh,
but if
shit,
it's far fetched like that, like that's all you gotta say, then you know you can have that. Like,
but it's about what they call clickbait, right? So if you say some shit that's gonna draw attention, then people. It's a community of people. You might not be patched into that, but it's a community of people that's out here doing that and thinking that that's their way.
It's horrible.
And I think that what they motivated, and anytime a nigga is motivated by something called views, we never the same. Because my life, I'm not motivated by views. I'm doing what I'm doing from my heart, and I'm doing what I'm doing because
we do it for love, not likes.
So it's like you doing it for views. So you you monetizing 1,500, 2,000 views is no money.
right.
So what are you really trying to do? you're not getting no real money.
I said something like this.
And they're gonna throw you under the bus, guys.
Right.
I'm telling you.
Because it's the person that's the little nigga in the room in real life that wants to be the. Listen,
we're not even in the room.
Yo, we don't even got time for these dudes, right? We don't even got time. It was a situation a couple of months ago, right, Rich? You know, and we was over there. We was in Harlem. We was doing the interview with D from the Rough Riders, and they immediately said, yo, you ever seen the YouTube guy that this? They was like, Tim. And while I'm doing the interview, Rich and them, they up on this dude. They, you know, it's like, and oh, he's sorry. Sorry to God.
It's too late.
Please, no, we're here. Like, I mean, what you got to say? We don't even know about these guys. These guys, we trying to make money. We trying to leave wealth. We trying. I'm
Inspire,
trying to
motivate.
I'm trying to be the painting on the wall when hundreds of years from now they be like, it's our fat grandfather left us all this money. He's the guy who did it all. Like I'm
definitely not already our
uncle.
You're definitely our uncle in our head.
But what I'm saying is,
Uncle Joe.
Uncle Joe. What I'm trying to say is, like, I'm trying to figure out a way to leave my family's money.
That's right.
These
Generational
little
wealth.
peons who want to scratch at the surface, and they mad. And that's the real problem is, listen, this is the worst thing, and I hope you use this as motivation, right? Stop wasting your time. So if you getting older, if I know when I turned 50, I got nervous as shit. I don't know why, and I got money, and I get money. I'm sorry if y'all don't like it. I tell you all the time, I get to the bag. That's all I care about.
That's all that matters.
God, family, health, and the bag. That's it. That's all I care about. Y'all know it. If y'all know me your whole life, you know, yo, he's a get money dude. That's what he's gonna do, right? So that's all I really care about, right? So, stay up out that lane that Maino's alluding to, because I don't know how to explain it to you in any other way. I'm not on Jay-Z's level, Nas's level, LL, Snoop Dogg, or Dr. Dre, right? You will bump into me, or you will bump into some of my boys, and you will drink piss water.
It's not above me. It's not above Uncle Joe.
And I love everybody, and I'm preaching God, and I'm preaching community, and I'm preaching this and this and that. But when you step on that landmine, know that you're stepping on the landmine, because I'm telling you, I tell you the craziest shit. There was a dude doing something, right? He's good now. But it was this guy, he was one of them, right? Before now. You just came home. Popular. You just came home, right? He was talking crazy, this, that, internet, DJ, whatever the case may be, man. I'm at a Knick game, courtside. Somebody walk over, say, the guy you're looking for. 3 rows behind you, brown hoodie.
At a Knick game.
At a Knick game. I got my son. My son was about 8 years old.
Damn.
I turned around, and this guy just went by like a ghost. This guy goes in the bathroom. He drinks piss water in the middle of Madison Square Garden.
That's always the conclusion of the story.
Conclusion of the story is, hello.
Let's bring the testosterone levels down, I feel like.
Yeah.
Let's talk about like Valentine's Day coming up or something.
Hold on. The Valentine's. This thing
We need gifts.
But listen,
I'm going to start a revolution. Guys need gifts.
We do. But let me ask you a question, though, right? You very early on, you was known for a lot of action, right? So, but you somehow like pivoted to a point where it's
I
like,
had to change my life.
Right,
Otherwise, I get killed or I go to jail.
But I'm talking about the way that the industry looked at you. Like, oh shit, Fat Joe coming. Oh shit, it's gonna be some shit. I was going through a lot of that very early on. I feel like right now I'm getting to a place where people going, okay, let Maino win, right? You did that. Oh shit, what the fuck?
You on fire?
There's a lot of smoke in here.
Yeah, there we go.
Feel like we in a hotel, somebody smoking, right? They know the rules. And so it's like, it goes up. we are positive. We are
Right.
good. You just alluded to one thing that really sparked my mind because
Right.
that bothers me.
Indeed.
That
I
when you
understand.
got grown men
I
talking
understand.
about people, not just me,
A lot of-
everybody.
all of us, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just sitting there like, yo, what is
Because it's senseless.
these guys doing? And they dumb. And sometimes it gets so out of control. You got to actually address the foolery.
Right. And it's like I got to step down off my motherfucking throne to come deal with some
But that's
peon
what
shit.
they
And
want.
That's what they want.
That's
you don't.
exactly
And
what
then
they
you
want.
and then you wind up getting mad at yourself. He's like, damn, I really put myself in a
We
situation.
did it. Listen, let me
Yeah.
tell you something. We did a birthday party. You came, my brother. Anybody you name on the planet
fact.
Earth came. Every superstar you ever thought of in your life, actress, model, singer, Mary J. Blige.
That's right.
I don't know. They love Joe Crack. They all come out. We all fly.
That's right.
We got
That's-
fucking Ace of Space
That's what I mean.
popping, shit
Shirts
going
on,
on. Right? So we thinking.
Button-ups, shoes.
While we thinking we having a great time, we enjoying each other, my brother Fat Joe, whoever you name. That shit ain't last for 2 days for somebody to throw a rumor out there.
Right, oh yeah.
You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
And start that and be like, oh, yo, Fat Joe, I got some shit. These
Right.
niggas done
They
made
made
up
some
some
fake
shit.
shit.
Now
Right.
instead of basking in the glory of the
Now
birthday
you gotta
party, now I
step
got to
down
address
and address some bullshit.
these people.
Address whole
Which
shit.
them themselves come back in 3-4 days after everybody was like,
Right.
this is the
Yeah.
fakest shit in the world.
Yeah,
They
we
come
knew.
back, yo, we knew it
We
was
knew,
fake.
right.
Nah, B. But you disrespected the man's character. And you got mad. You
Right.
seen all the shit that was going on in the birthday party, you know, everybody got IG. You like, damn, them niggas is doing it.
That's a fact.
And so let me throw some bullshit on them. It's sad the way people are. It's sad. We're getting back to that jealousy and envy. It's sad people get like that. And all we trying to do is motivate everybody.
Right. And at the end of the day,
That's all we trying to do.
When you put yourself, and even me, because I've done it, and I've always regret doing it, because then what I've noticed is that that's all they ever wanted was the attention, right? But the thing about what I like that you have done was able to take a lot of negative, aura off you, right? So you at a point right now, like you just talked about the party, and that's not the only party I've been to. Your birthday party. I was in your other birthday party at the 4040. It was crazy. It was Keith Sweat. He was, you know what I'm saying? It was
Mayweather,
it was crazy. We all
Tiffany had
performed.
the whole
Like,
world
it was
is in
crazy, right? Mary
Yeah.
was there. Like, it
Fat
was
Joe
crazy.
party, you gotta
right.
perform.
Tiffany
If
Haddish,
you rap, you
gotta
going.
perform. Right?
I don't give a fuck. It's homeboy. I'm an island boy. If they in that bitch, if they in that bitch, they performing too live.
It was crazy.
Like, that last year, Mary was like, "Fuck you, Joe. Leave me alone." I said, "No, Mary, come on stage." And she was like, "Hell no. I'm gonna say happy birthday from here, and that's that. I know what you're trying to do. I got the DJ guy. You remind me." But
how did you get to a place where it was cool to be around Fat Joe? Because I'm sure it was times when people didn't want to come around because of the aura, the name, the reputation.
Fat Joe I worked on myself. You know what I'm saying? A lot. I worked on my crew. You know, a lot of them, you know what I'm saying? Either they had to adapt to what was going on. So I had to tell a bunch of my crew, yo, look, if you out here doing this, that, and the third, I can't be with you. I will always love you. And you should be understanding enough to be like, yo, I'm doing this. Let me keep Fat Boy out of it, because he the only one that might go. You understand what I'm saying? So, and that's hard. A lot of them was like, yo, but you taught us this. You this and that. I'm like, yo, bro, I got a chance to go another level. Fuck rap. Fuck rap. Fuck rap. I got a chance to see. The rap is just getting you in the door. It's the cool shit.
That's right.
Oh, there's Maino.
Right.
And then they come sit down and then Maino figure it out. You're like, oh, we can do business
That's
like
right.
this. All right, let's do business. So it ain't about rap. It's about opening up doors and opening up other companies and taking it
right.
to another level. Like we started with
building
nothing.
with brands.
Right.
We started with nothing. It's no telling where we could take it.
So how do you
Right.
convert that into your philanthropy? Like what do you do with the give back? You got the sneaker store. How do you actually convert the give back to the kids?
Well, we do too much shit, man, to be honest with you, man. We do libraries in schools
That's fine.
where we put computers in there. We had a program where we took the schools in the Bronx and we did like a challenge. Your best attendance, your best grades,
that's fire.
your best shit this, you win a free pair of Jordans, the whole homeroom. So what happened was the bullies and the class clowns became the smartest kids, and they were telling, yo, 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 yo. We went to these schools. This kid who was the bully start crying, talking about how much he loved his classmates and how much he loved. So we run programs like that where we give these kids incentives. I got a store in the Bronx I just built. The shit look like Fifth Avenue. That's another thing. Black and brown people, we've been giving our money to these people for so long, man, and they've been treating us like shit. We've been going to sneaker stores and fucking rusty pipes and dripping water on us. When I open the store, he know white marble, gold fixtures, shit smell like dick teeth, like you in the Hamptons, right in the hood.
That's what you wearing.
No. This shit from Dubai, baby. This shit from Dubai. You don't want your man wearing this shit. I'm telling you, y'all don't want this guy wearing this shit, man. Listen,
I don't know.
Y'all made it go like, but the point is, so we opened the store in the Bronx, across the street from the projects, 136 and 3rd. We built the school in the store because a lot of kids, we asked the teachers, what are their concerns? So now with COVID and all that, you got to learn remote, this, that. A lot of kids in the neighborhood don't got computers. So we made an after-school program. So all you could do is what you do. A lot of time it's just your time. If you could get back to some young girls that's in a foster home, if you could just time, bro, whatever you could get back.
Whatever you could do, when you could do it, it's your time. Definitely.
I'm definitely big on mentorship.
Definitely.
Do it. Like, that's all I'm saying is just do it. None of us got a diploma in it. None of us even know what we doing. You know what I'm saying? When that shit happened in Puerto Rico, I'm really, no matter what you think, I'm really still Fat Joe from Apartment 5E, Forest Projects. That's who I am. In my DNA, in my heart and soul. That's what it is, right? So everything else we doing, we love it. But that's who I am. Right, that's where my casket going, with the fucking hearse is going right over there when I die, right? And so what I'm saying to you is, like, we get these overwhelming problems. So in Puerto Rico, Donald Trump and them, they wasn't doing nothing for the Puerto Ricans. I'm sitting on the couch and I'm looking at all this, like, what the fuck can I do? Like, I don't know what I could do. But we got up, you know what I'm saying? Once again, I linked up with Hov. I said, yo, Hov, you see what's going on in Puerto Rico? He says, so be careful what you wish for. Because he says, yo, I'm going to pay for the first plane. And he sends me a picture of a plane. This shit bigger than this whole block. It did 250,000 pounds of food and water and all that. He said, I paid for the plane, man. You fill it up. So now,
that's why
I start going crazy. Like, yo, everybody come to Jacob Javits.
I dropped some water off over there and everything.
We got 1 million pounds of shit. We sent 4 planes out there.
I remember that.
And so on one tip, we was collecting the food. On the other tip, just like I did for the fire, I started telling all my rich friends. I mean, they're not even from here. Dubai, you know, from everybody I know they got money. Yo, my people need it. They send 25,000, 50,000, 100,000, 25,000, 25,000. This. Now we pay for the next planes. You know what I'm saying? The food go in there. The people trust me and say, yo, Joe, we gonna give this. Make sure it goes. I go to Puerto Rico to make sure they give out that shit.
Right.
So I'm over there. I'm looking at planes over there with the food unloading to the. That's good. Job's done. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know I was gonna do that. I didn't go to school for that. I didn't know. So you just got to step up, even though it's like a challenge. As long as your heart is in the right place,
it starts with heart.
You're going to do what you got to do.
Musically, right? Because I know we winding down, but I just want to get a couple more questions.
Show here,
I got a real show.
Everything.
Oh, we got a board, right? So
yeah,
we got the sound. Yeah, this is a real set.
Yesterday's price is not today's price. Let's talk about that, right? So yesterday's price is not today's price.
No.
Meaning that it's a new day for everybody. And the reason why that went so viral is like, even though you're doing a good job, you might want to tell your boss, yo, man, I'm doing too much. Yesterday's price ain't today's price. I got guys that are general managers of sports teams, like the Knicks, the Miami Heat, the Lakers, who went in their meeting to renegotiate with their bosses in the middle. Was like, Fuck it. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Right? And so that hits everybody. That ain't like a rich person thing or a poor person thing.
It's about
you
your
feel
word.
like you getting overlooked.
That's right. It's about your word. Know your word.
And that's how yesterday's price, not today's price, is so big because it's so relatable on so many different levels.
Would you ever stop rapping?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, I'm really good at this shit, man.
Ever. So
and I'm on time and everything. I know when rappers got to give it up. You know what I'm saying? I know when rappers got to give it up. A lot of legends that we looked up to that was the illest in the world, when they got older, they wasn't on point with the flow. They wasn't on point with everything.
It was sounding dated.
Yeah, they sounded dated.
When the thing
Fat
started
Joe
to change.
know everything. Fat Joe know everything going on. I'm pushing P right now. I'm pushing P right now. Fat Joe know everything. When I jump on, yo, I'm telling you, I just did my man Young Puda's record, right? And he said something again and again, something. I'm fucking with her and a friend brought a twin, and now that's a friend and a friend and a friend and a friend. Like I'm on point with the shit, man. Like I know what's going on.
Student of the game.
And so it's like I'm not talking dated shit.
Right. And the
you know
flow
what I'm saying?
updated.
I know what it is. Everything is what it is. If I fell off, I would. But now at this point, it ain't about money to me. Right now, it's really about the love of making music, because you just love to make music and you doing it. Because we got so many different avenues and lanes. We trying to get to the bag. It's so many different. It's unbelievable if you just break down everything we doing. You know what I'm saying? We doing TV.
That's right.
We doing series. We doing animated shows. Investments.
That's right.
We NFT. We Bitcoin. We doing so much shit. Opening stores. It's just so much shit we doing, trying to get to the end result. The end result is the super bag.
It never
and
stops.
That's not even the end.
No, and that's not, you're right.
It never stops.
I tell you what the end is. If I get the super bag, you're going to have to come to Bahamas to see Fat Joe, and I'm going to have a mango. I might be butt naked with a fucking leaf. You know, I got a leaf and shit. The leaf on my shit with a mango. I'm going to be orange as fuck. Super suntan. I'm telling y'all.
I can see it now.
Y'all think I'm lying.
Like this.
Y'all think I'm, maybe not. Yo, listen, maybe not the leaf, but I'm telling you that if I get it to that level, you will be coming to visit me in one of them Bahamas islands eating a mango. You'll be like, yo, Maino, what's up? With the water just hitting the shit and just, that's what I love. That's what I want. That's what I love. That's what I want. Not bad. I came from forest projects. If I end up with some big ass shit where the backyard is the sand and I'm eating the mango.
That's right.
Not bad.
Living
They're good, right?
Not bad from the ghetto boy.
Yeah.
Ghetto boy.
And that people do it. And so don't let nobody lie to you. Black and Latino people have been doing this shit. They own companies, they did shit, they got out the hood, they got 500 employees, they this and that. Don't let nobody tell you we can't do it, we doing it. I know a bunch of them. And because who I am, they love to come up to me. Hey, Joe, how you doing? I'm from Chicago, man. I own a company, shit worth $8 billion, this. Oh, word.
That's fine.
Hey, sister, what's up? Yo, Joe, I'm from Chi-Town. I own a beauty supplies company. I make $100 million a year at this. They come up to me all the time. It's not like they make you think you can't get this shit. You can get this shit. You can actually obtain it if you come up with the right idea, the right product, if you right on time. That's why I tell everybody, get into the NFT. That they even the playing field. So it ain't about black, white, Spanish, Asian. It's about even in the playing field. So where they cut out the middleman. So a lot of times, so you go like this. How many times, you know, I own businesses, so this is like all the time, right? I might hire a security company to do security for the store. They charge me a price. The worker getting this, they getting the money. I get somebody to build me a store, his workers are getting this.
Right.
The guy who's the boss is getting this. It's just business. It's just the way shit is structured is that people take the most and they give these guys this.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And so the NFT eliminated that.
Right.
There ain't no middleman. It's just you and the customer. And anytime you do something, they sell it, you keep getting money off the shit. This is the shit you gotta be on. This is the fucking gold rush right now. Cannabis is the gold rush. It's coming to New York City. There's some shit called legacy entrepreneurs. They made a law to where if you got arrested for selling drugs or you've been selling drugs, you can own a fucking cannabis shop. Get to the bag. It's just so many lanes opening up because we've been fucked for so long. Systemic racism. Now this is almost damn near reparation. But take advantage of your reparations.
Take advantage of it. So many other
Take
things
advantage
to do.
of your reparations.
On YouTube, my nigga.
Yo,
So many other things to do.
Yo, Maino, somebody got Maino mad, but nah, they get on my nerves.
Shout out. I just dropped the NFT the other day, man. Made my first.
Yes, congratulations.
You know, it's on OpenSea.
Saw that.
We in the game, man. We you know, and we got. Oh man, I got some NFT coming. This shit's so crazy. I don't even want to tell people.
No, don't tell nobody. But let me tell you something.
Involved.
Let me tell you something. That's fat. That's fly. But let me tell you something. Look, y'all, you don't have to be a rapper. You don't have to be a ball player. You can be intelligent and get to the bag. And you can give all your friends jobs once you in that position. So what I'm saying to you is like the NFT, I got the fat doodle. You know what I'm saying? So I got fat doodle.
I saw it. It's cute.
No, fat doodle special. No, I'm telling you, yo, put it this way.
That's fire though.
I'm gonna tell you, put it this way. The NFT space, I was just watching it. For a long time, I was just trying to figure it out. I said, damn, what they doing? Because, complicated. You know what I'm saying? We barely trying to use FaceTime on an iPhone.
Understand
you know
what's
what I'm saying?
going
We trying to understand the DM, the this, that. We don't know the shit. But we get to the NFT. I study it enough. I fell in love with the doodles. They the NFT, the doodles. They got different looking doodles. And them shits is fire. So I linked up with them, and I made a one-of-one. Personal, he looked like me. Fat dude, and said, Joe, why the heck? Bro, because I wish I could have hair.
You had to mention it had hair.
You got the waves. If I could do it right now, if I could pay for hair, right now,
you can.
You can do that. They got it.
If I see
if
Uncle
I
Joe
could
come
pay,
through
let
with
me
a
tell you
whole
something. If
line,
I could pay for real hair,
don't.
Real hair, I changed my name to Rodolfo. I be Rodolfo. That shit be like looking like fucking Elvis Presley in this motherfucker.
Right there.
Wet as shit. Shit be looking like Rodolfo with the part like this. You can't tell me shit. So listen, the NFT, the meta world. So you could, so it's creativity. Do what you want. So I said, all right, fat doodle gotta have the Rodolfo here. He got the TS. He look like me, but I need that shit I can't get in real life.
Yeah.
Fat Doodle, a legend.
But the dope part about NFT too is like you don't have to be like a graphic designer or whatever to like. It's like people buying into your shit basically in a new world.
Whatever that moment is, whatever it's art, if it's a picture, it's a moment, whatever it is.
Man,
like,
I was in some shit.
You know?
I was in some shit.
Figuring it out.
Shout out to Triller. Everybody need to have the Triller app. Versus. You know, they gave a bunch of artists. People been raping the artists for so long.
Right.
You know how many times you see an artist and you think they supposed to have a
And
certain kind of money and they ain't got it. It's just this business is just built on raping the artists since before we was born, right? So here comes Swiss and Tim. They could have sold Versus for like 300-400 million. They said, nah, we're gonna go in with Triller, be a partner, and then we're gonna give stock to all the artists that participated in Versus. This would be the first time most of these artists even own stock. So you gotta support Triller and Versus because what they doing nobody else has ever done. They still, the other day I'm on some shit for NFT, right? It was everybody you could name was there, and it was like, they talk about Fat Doodle. And I hear people keep saying, I can't wait for the major labels to come in this. I can't wait. I said, well, you can't wait to get robbed.
Right. We don't need them in this.
Right now,
we don't need them here.
You going direct.
Right.
You want to get robbed? Yeah. Some people don't know what they want.
Yeah,
they in here begging to get robbed. I'm like, yo, are you nuts? Keep them motherfuckers out of here. Right? So it's like, people have been taking advantage of artists for so long, so that's why I'm trying to tell you that NFT, it evens the playing field. What religion, color, whatever you is, when you become a part of that community, you turn around. Most of these guys who's making $50, $100 million off this shit, they ain't have $2 two years ago. They lived in their fucking mother's garage.
And they wasn't rappers, singers, athletes. They was none of that. None of that.
They 15-year-old kids, a lot of them.
Young, definitely.
A lot of them are very young.
God bless them.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, when we get money, you see, when I seen the kid the other day, Be Love, right? Beautiful kid. I met him, and I said, you know what I see with you? He said, what? I see 50 employees feeding 50 families. That's how I look at them. That's how I look at me. I got about 75 employees right now. Know what I'm saying? Now, this real talk. There's 75 motherfucking families could go home on Thanksgiving and say, yo, Fat Boy made sure we was good. As long as they do their job. If you can't, I don't care how much I love you. I don't care how much I love you. You could be my family, you could be my blood. If you're not doing your job, we not good. Now, if you're doing your job, the most you'll ever hear from me is hi. I walk in my businesses and I'm like, yo, what's up? Barely know everybody's name. Yo, what's up? What's up, y'all? This, that. Unfortunately, this kid he's the manager of the store in the Bronx. Tim, his wife was having a baby. The baby passed away. You know what I'm saying? But this is that type of shit. Like right now, he ain't alone. You know, everybody that work at the store supporting him. We love the guy. We cheering him up. We doing whatever we can. And that's what it's about, man. Just I look at going to our community and investing almost like an invisible baton, like, you know, a racing baton.
That's right.
So they say, yo, Fat Joker, come over here and invest in here and give these jobs. Why can't we? You know what I'm saying? And the crazy shit I keep telling y'all is like, I dare you to go to Compton. I dare you to go to Chicago. I dare you to go to Harlem. I dare you to walk into all these stores and see who the owner is. And it ain't black and brown people. It ain't. But they rampant. Why you think people got businesses in the hood? Because we spend the most.
Right.
So why don't you just put your money where your mouth is and open a business in the community and inspire the community? I mean, I don't care. Even if I lose all my money, I don't care. You know why? Because I got put in a position and I moved the way I always said I would move, and I provided jobs and opportunities for the hood. That's how I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it, even if we take a L, which we're not. But even if we do, we got to invest back in the community. And, you know, and that goes to everybody. That don't have to be rapper, this. You go to NFT, you make a couple of $100,000 on your NFT, go back and open some shit in the hood, man. Go open some shit, a winery. Go get yourself some wine or something. Go get yourself a flowers. Or this, it don't, yo, I'm telling you, you know, this lady and this man, it's the same story all the time. Entrepreneurs. Mexican lady and this man, they came and they used to sell oranges and all that shit in front of my store. Cool. ¿Cómo está, papi? ¿Cómo está, mami? Number love. We support them by this. Next thing I know, a year later, they rent the spot right next to me. Now they got the juice bar clicking. They got the fruits and vegetables. You got to start from somewhere. Everybody see the finished product.
Yeah.
And people,
but they don't understand the journey. They got you there.
That's right. People see the cars, the chains, the cribs, and
all that is inspiration.
Right.
Don't look at it as we think we better than you. We are inspiring you. So when you do get to the bag,
people fall in love with the results and don't even skip over the journey. Like they instantly want to be gratified. I instantly want a chain. I instantly want a car.
Those are the guys robbing the gas station with no mask on. Those are guys running into the bank with no mask on. Look, I want y'all to know this, and I know I've been very preachy lately.
But
I gotta
need it.
Yeah,
no.
definitely.
But you know, Fat Joe always been cool. The hood, they fuck with me on another level. Lately, I've been Reverend Al Sharpton and shit, right? But it's because I'm seeing all these kids kill each other.
Yeah.
I'm seeing them go to jail because 1 + 1 = 2, right? So, car, gas, it's moving now. I don't know how to paint these pictures for you anyway, right? So now you got a kid who's shooting. You got a kid that's laying down dead in a puddle of blood equals jail, families suffering. That's it. Because this guy, he's dead. His family is suffering. If he was a young father, his kid would never grow up with their dad, right? Their mother will never have the same life again. Your parents will never have a safe life, same type of life. They will never enjoy earth again when you die because you're supposed to bury them. They bury their kid 19 years old, 18 years old. They'll never be the same. Now, this guy is going to fucking jail. There is no way around it. 2022, with a camera and everything, the guy killed Chink's Drugs.
Right.
They followed that. I don't want to even go that complex. Jesse Smollett, where he said he got beat up, they followed the fucking cameras back for 4 hours, and he was having lunch with the guys that faked the beat up.
They were doing drugs together.
Yo, there is cameras every fucking where. I dare you punch a guy in the alley right now. The neighbor got some shit. The camera is so clear. Nighttime is daytime. You're going to jail. It wasn't our time, 88, 9. You're going to jail. Like, I don't know. So now you're in jail. Your mother, really, your mother's the only one that's going to go visit you. Right? And you got to keep it real with yourself about that. Right? You might have a girl come see you or whatever if you're lucky. You understand? And even at that, when you in jail, it ain't the same. You know, the girl you going out with while you in jail on a visit ain't the girl you really come out here.
A lot of times, unless you're a special nigga, you know what I mean, and you just got that type of love that, you know, the homies come through.
What I'm saying, you in the visit, it ain't too many good looking situations in there.
Niggas is getting whatever they can get.
Whatever.
If it's 300-400
they got throw mama off the train.
If it's 300 pounds, niggas is doing that.
You walking up in there smelling like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't cool, man.
Not at all.
It ain't fly. Your friends, you know, you come home 10, 15 years later and you asking your friends why they never came to see you. Then you lie to yourself like they really your friends. If really your friend, they would have went to see you. If it really your brother, they would have went to see you. Fat Joe done went to see guys that was in jail 16 years in snowstorms. Pull a tour bus up there, go visit my brother. But I'd rather him enjoy. I don't want to tell him what the party's like. I don't want to go visit my man and be like, yo, you know what happened last night in Jimmy's? Money went up there and did the dun. And the chicks was all up in that motherfucking going. I got to, yo, send me a picture. Yo, I'd rather you be here. Know what I'm saying? Send me a picture, God. Yo, I'd rather you be here, man. Like, chill. Like, really, 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 really chill. Some really good guys. It ain't just bad guys that get caught up there. It's guys
it's good niggas.
It's good niggas that got respect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you one thing. I'll tell you a quick story. This is crazy. One of my mans, who's not a troublemaker, who's not a bad guy. I don't even know if I should tell that story. That's not good. Well, so his wife comes upstairs and says, a dude downstairs smooched my ass. Now, everybody in that whole hood, he grew up there, they know who he is. They know who his wife is. The guy smooched his wife's ass. He goes downstairs, allegedly shoots the guy, right? He ain't pussy. Right. He don't bother nobody. That's what you need to understand. Just because somebody don't act tough,
that's right.
He not acting like this and that, don't mean he's pussy.
That's absolutely.
Yeah,
he might let it go.
That's fucking right.
So he go down there, he let it go. He go do 5 years in jail. My brother, I'm visiting him every other month. One time, his wife, who they smooched her ass, and that's why he go to jail. She says, Joey, take me up there to visit him. I'm like, cool. She's going to visit him. We drive up together. When we go, she said, I wanted you to know because you're his best friend. I'm going to divorce you. I found someone else. This guy went to jail for shooting a dude for smooching her ass.
Wow.
I'm going to divorce you. I had to drive back 4 hours from Marcy back to New York like that. I wanted to... If she wasn't his wife, I would have threw her in the woods. Like, I'm like this the whole ride.
Allegedly.
Like, allegedly.
Wow. Allegedly.
I'm on the shit like this. I couldn't believe the shit. But that's the type of games to be played.
Wow.
And so you got to know before you do that. It's terrible. It's no question. Breaking news, WABC, 2 kids killed at the bodega, this, that. We thinking this gang related, this, that. 2 days later, Jamal Wilkinson and Pedro Gonzalez up for murder. Well, bye. Bye. We won't be seeing you again no time soon.
Threw your whole life away.
You threw it away both ways. Vice versa, both ways.
Simple math. Simple math, man. Damn.
We the kitchen talk. We don't talk so much. The food went cold. The shit went on fire.
It was worth it, though.
Came through, man. Hey, Crack, man, I appreciate you, bro.
I love you, my
Man,
brother.
I love you.
Thank
I'm
you
always
so
there
much.
for you, and I
Man.
respect you because
Definitely, man.
we a lot alike. We travel in peace. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, they never wanted us to be here, man.
Nah.
That's the whole
They
thing
gotta
about
deal with
me
us,
and you.
though. They gotta
They
deal
didn't
with
want us to be here, and we here.
We here.
Peacefully.
That's right.
And then so many times, you know, you wish something wrong on a person, and then he turned out to be the good guy. Right?
100%, my nigga.
I told a guy, let me tell you something. I used to tell Steve Rifkin, man, the guy saved my life.
Right.
The man, the first guy.
know-
he
I
let
know
me
Steve,
sign.
yeah.
He let me
Loud
sign Big
Records.
Pun to
Yeah.
him and become
Yeah.
an executive.
That's right.
My money changed, right? But Steve, when I went to meet him, and the food gonna come, but I went to meet him for the first time. He pulled me to the side. He said, "You know about? Do you believe this shit?" He told me, "You know, it's about 7, 8 people call me that I should meet with you. That you're a gangster. You're this and this extorter. This." He said, "But I wanted to meet you because I'm a real." Long story short, is when he signed me. Yeah, I was on some bullshit at that time, but when he changed my life, I always knew this guy don't know I'm the most loyal one.
That's right.
He don't know I will always be loyal to this guy.
That's right.
Right, here we are 30 years later, and I still big him up. And when he called me, I call back in 1 second. I'm there with him. I tell him all the time in front of his kids, I said, bro, I told you, father, I was the loyal one. I was the loyal one. And so, and that's how we keep the situation. We gonna bring this food in?
That's how I feel
I
about
swear,
this man right here.
That's real.
I know that's
I love this
right.
man right here.
He the loyal one.
Definitely, baby, man. You already know. Oh
Thank
my
you.
God! Look at this. This is how we
Thank
look how we moving, Crack.
It's the presentation.
Yesterday's
for me.
price is not today's price.
So you something else. Yo, listen.
That's right,
Kitchen
Pearls.
salt.
This is that fish right here. What kind of fish is this? This is popping on another level. Where could they find this food at? While we got these millions of people watching.
Kitchen's up.
Pearl, shout out to Pearls Monroe.
Yeah, shout out to Pearl.
Big shout out to Pearls Monroe.
That's
Big shout
always
out to
blessing
the
us.
shout out to the whole gang, Nasty Nash, Garv, Squeaks, everybody. You know,
This is so
Petey.
good though.
And shout out to Rich Player.
Oh, Rich played the guard in here. The Rich was good, baby.
Thank you so much,
I
Uncle
ain't gonna lie to
Joe.
you.
I know.
This shit
Thank you,
crack.
Uncle Joe.
Yeah.
I'm
What's
not
up?
too big on Uncle Joe. Just call me Joe Crack or
All
something.
right, Joe Crack.
Because Uncle Joe is almost like I'm not popping.
You wanted to be our grandfather 45 minutes ago. He
No,
was like,
I'm very much
Uncle's over
popping
here.
right now. In present time.
Nah, we know you popping.
Thank
Pushing
you,
P.
baby.
We know you popping.
Man, I'm pushing P, baby.
What's your food?
And I'm also fucking this food up. Nah, this is fucking crazy, man.
Yeah.
At your
That's
favorite
how we
tomboy.
coming.
at Shalimar Rock.
That's how we do it, Kitchen Talk. You already know what it is, man.
God damn,
Fuck
this
with
shit
us.
good.
Fuck with us.